Looking for a great place to purchase Dragon Ball Super product? Look no further than Pro Play Games. They carry a wide array of singles and sealed product at amazing prices. Go to www.pro-playgames.com today.
Welcome back to the Mafuba Jar, where we have sealed you away for more Dragon Ball Super content. Hello guys, today we are going to be focusing on another deck profile, and that is going to be based around this Goku right here. Mainly it's going to be across this one right here, the Soul Striker Goku. Now we're going to be taking a look at this deck pretty in depth. I'm going to explain to you guys a lot about how it works and what the build actually is for, and just kind of go over everything step by step. So first and foremost, let's take a look at our leader card here. It's got two sides, of course, as every other leader card does, but this is the leader card from the starter deck, the Goku starter deck. This is the first side of it, the front side, Super Saiyan God Son Goku, which on its own is a pretty darn good starter side for the front of a card anyways, and I mean, a lot of decks are starting to do really well with it. So this is a card that has, of course, 10,000 power, like most other leader cards. The auto says, when this card attacks, choose up to one of your blue energy and switch it into active mode. So you're attacking and then turning energy back into the active position, which is pretty big, especially if you're concerned about tapping out and not being able to negate something later on or comboing out of things. It helps you in that aspect quite a bit. Then, of course, you can awaken when you have 4 or less life and draw 2 cards when you awaken and turn it over onto Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Son Goku, the Soul Striker, otherwise known as Super Saiyan Blue Son Goku. Now, the permanent on this side is, during your turn, if you have 5 or more energy, this card gains 5,000 power. Very strong. Turns it into a 20,000 power leader, and its auto says when this card attacks, draw 1 card and choose up to 2 of your blue energy and switch it into active mode. Very, very solid leader card. Being able to turn 2 blue energy is pretty strong, and I mean, you're gonna want to awaken pretty quickly. Turning 1 is good, but turning 2 is even better. So the second you get down to 4 life, I would say you need to awaken pretty darn quickly. 20,000 and tap 2 back active again. Very strong. So that is our leader card here. That is what our deck is going to be based around. And let's take a look at the deck itself. Now this is just a version that we have put together. You guys can build your own or change the deck however you like, but this is just what we have put together for you guys. So first and foremost, we have 4 copies of Energy Boosted Majinbuu. This is a 1-drop. This is one of the cards that you're going to want to start with. And if you can utilize it because its auto says, when you play this card, draw 1 card. That's basically the only reason why this card even exists. It's draw power for a 1-drop. It's early game draw support. Very strong for that reason. And even in mid-game and late game, it can be very good as well because you're untapping energy anyways. Most of the time you have some energy available to you and you can use Majinbuu to draw a card. So that's it for that one. Our next 1-drop is going to be Bulma God Tempter. Now, this deck is all about ramping energy. You want to get as much energy in play as fast as possible to really start maximizing this deck's capabilities. So, the reason why we have this card is because it searches out another card, as you can see here. The auto states that when you play this card, choose up to 1 Whis with an energy cost of 4 or lower from your deck and add it to your hand, then shuffle your deck. Another card that's not too bad to start with. It's more like turn 2, turn 3 that this really starts to be a better card. Turn 4 as well. And that lets you search out the only Whis card in this deck. Now, do not be confused. There is a Whis' Coercion card. It's an extra card. This is specifically talking about the Whis that's in these brackets here, and it has to say in the character window down here, Whis. So this is the only card in the deck that can be searched by Bulma God Tempter, which we're going to talk about here in just a second. So 4 Majinbuu, 3 of Bulma, and we also have 3 of Whis, the Resting Attendant. This is a 4-drop with 10,000 power. You're never going to really do much with him other than use his auto, which the auto states, when you play this card, add 1 card to your energy from the top of your deck. So you're just going to take it right off the top of your deck, put it right down in your energy. So it helps accelerate energy and really gets the deck ramped up nicely. Once you have the 4-drop to do so, you can put that 1 there. You've got 1 active, you can attack, If you're already down to 4 life, you can switch 2 of them back to active, and now you got 3 energy available for yourself. And there's more cards in here that'll even help out even more. So using Hwisun in this deck is not really as detrimental as it would be maybe to something that depends on ramping up energy quickly and also needing to attack super fast as well. All right, now we got another 1-drop for you. These are going to be all of our attacking cards or ways to get attacking cards. Now, this is our 1-drop Kind Saiyan Son Goku. This is a really good card to search out other Gokus in the deck because its auto says, when you play this card, look at up to the top 7 cards, or look at the top 7 cards of your deck, choose 1 blue Son Goku from them and add it to your hand, then shuffle your deck. So it has to be a blue Goku, but that's fine because this is a mono blue deck anyway. There's no other colors in here. It's all blue, and all the Gokus in here, of course, are blue as well. So there's 4 of those. You're never really going to attack with Kind Saiyan Son Goku. You're never going to attack with Bulma. You're never going to attack with Majinbuu. You're probably not going to attack with Whis at any point. You might have to in an emergency situation, but the rest of them, you're probably not going to in this deck. There are some decks that Majinbuu does attack, but this one, man, not so much. I mean, that's probably the only one, but you definitely would never attack with Bulma at 1000. You really don't ever attack with Kind Saiyan Son Goku. You're going to focus on more of the other stuff here, which we're going to get into now. So first and foremost, we have this 3-drop Rapid Spirit Ball Son Goku. This is also found in the starter deck. It is a really good card for untapping energy, and it's a quick way to get out a powerful attacker. So you can evolve with 1 blue energy and 1 colorless. So if you've got Son Goku, Kind Saiyan Son Goku in play, you can evolve him for 2, and then when you play the card, choose up to 1 of your energy and switch it into active mode. So you can actually evolve for 1 or play it down for 2, essentially is how that's going to work. You still need the 3 to originally do it or the 2 to originally evolve, but you're gonna get 1 of those back when you go into Rapid Spirit Ball Son Goku. Now this is a 15,000 power attacker, so it's definitely one of the ones that you're gonna wanna use a little bit more than the rest of them that we've profiled in here so far. It's a good quick attacker, and it helps put some pressure on your opponent as you start to ramp up energy. So we got 3 of those. Also, we have 2 Energy Boost Beerus. These, I do believe, are the only attack cards that we have, the only attacking cards that we're going to use that are not Goku. So Energy Boost Beerus is a very good card, especially in this deck. First and foremost, it has double strike. It's 20,000 power and it has double strike. So you're gonna be inflicting 2 damage instead of 1 to your opponent's life when you're attacking their leader. The auto says when you play this card, if you have 5 or more energy, choose up to 1 opponent battle card and KO that card. So any battle card in play that has, as long as you have 5 or more energy, and as long as it can be removed by skills, because there are cards that cannot be removed by skills, such as Zamasu cards. They're pretty much, you can't do anything about that. They're all like, you can't get rid of them off the board state, you can't KO them, you can't use skills to get rid of them in any way, shape, or form. Most other cards though, this is very effective, especially if your opponent has 1 major attacker on board, and you don't. You can play this card, KO that battle card, and also inflict double strike to their leader and really swing the game around into your favor. So we've got 2 of these Energy Boost Beerus for that. 20,000 power, double strike, pretty solid. KO as well. I think it's a good fit. All right, now we're gonna get into the big heavy hitters of the deck. Now this is where the deck becomes a little bit more pricey, so to speak, because these are promo cards, and that is Rapid Onslaught Super Saiyan Blue Son Goku. These are dash promos. They're found with when you buy packs of boxes, I should say, of Union Force. Shops sell them. You can also get them from purchasing other things as well. It's really up to the shops and online how to distribute them, but you need 4 of them for this deck. So let's see why we need 4 of this. This is a very good card and very powerful. So first and foremost, it's a 5-drop if you play it straight from your hand, but if you evolve, it's 1 blue and 2 colorless. So you can evolve any of your other Goku cards. You can evolve the Kind Saiyan, you can evolve the Spirit Ball, whatever. Cost you 3 energy. Not bad at all. Now it gets even better. It does have double strike, which is pretty important, but when you play this card, you may choose 1 card in your life and place it in the drop area. If you do so, this card gains critical. Critical when this card inflicts damage to your opponent's life, they place that many cards in their drop area instead of their hand for the duration of the turn. So for one turn, you can make this card into a double strike critical 20,000 power. That's forcing your opponent to put their life in the drop area, which is really not good. A lot of people depend on getting those cards out of their life into their hand, not the drop area. Critical is very, very disruptive in this game. So if you manage to get it to go through, they can't combo out of it or negate it. They can put 2 life in the discard pile right away. So it's a strong attacker. It's got 20,000 to begin with, so it's already got a lot of power and a lot of presence, and it definitely forces your opponent to burn resources. So you can actually use this kind of as a decoy as well to force your opponent to play out their hand and burn out their resources to avoid getting that double strike critical, and then coming in with a surprise attacker, maybe something like Energy Boost Beerus. You can come in with that. Or if for some reason you manage to have enough energy after playing this card down and you found a way to get yourself back up to 7, well, we have one more attacker for you. And that is Godbreak Son Goku. Now, we don't play one of these. We actually play 3 of these. So there's 3 Godbreak Son Goku in here, 7 drop, but you can evolve for 6, 3 blue and 3 colorless. This is a big one, and this is why you want to ramp up your energy quickly, because this card has double strike, and your opponent cannot activate counter against this card's attack and cannot activate blocker during this card's attack. So your opponent, if they have a blocker or they have a negate in their hand, they can't play them. They can't play any negates, counters, blocks, anything. So this attack will always go through. The only way they can get out of it is by comboing out of it, and this card has 30,000 power. Very, very powerful card. Again, this is where you want to get your 6 and 7 energy out as quickly as possible. Putting these cards out can effectively win the game for you. Double strike, no counters, no blocks, no negates, 30,000 power. Very strong attacker in this deck. And with your ability to untap energy and retap energy and all this other stuff, I mean, it's just crazy how this can work. So this is your big hitter of the game. So again, you can use this as a decoy and, later on come in with this, especially if you've already made them burn their resources. That's fine. Next turn, come out and just bring out Godbreak and be like, all right, so combo out of this or you lose, that kind of thing. But this is the other attacker in here, and I just remembered there was one more technical attacker for the deck, and I almost completely missed it. Let me see if I can find the other one here. There it is. Okay, so the next card that's here is Light of Hope Trunks. This is another tournament pack promo. This is actually in the Series 1 tournament packs. We have 2 now, thanks to my buddy Tyler. But Light of Hope Trunks is a 3-drop that when you play this card, and anytime, actually I should say, once you play this card down, the permanent is during your turn, if you have 5 or more energy, this card and your leader card gain 5,000 power. Pretty strong considering this is already a 15,000 3-drop to begin with. Turns it into 20,000, and it turns this into 15 and this into 25. Because of the 5 or more energy, it gains 5,000 more. A 25,000 power leader is just crazy to think about. So Light of Hope Trunks can help boost your power and give you that extra 5,000 on top of that. Sorry about the glare there. I know that there's a little bit of a glare on the cards, which is unfortunate, but I'm actually filming the deck profile on a different table, so it's a little bit different than our Pokemon deck profiles on the other channel. All right, so let's continue. That's it for your battle cards. So I'm actually gonna pick these up now and we're gonna focus on our extra cards and the cards that you're gonna want to use for comboing, not to attack with. All right, so first and foremost, for energy acceleration purposes, we have 4 copies of Objection. Choose up to 1 card from your hand and add it to your energy. You play you tap 2 energy to use this and gain another energy out of your hand. Just put it down, put it into active mode. So 4 copies of Objection. Again, getting as much energy ramped up as possible is very important, and between Hwisun and Objection, that's how you're gonna do it. Speaking of Hwisun, as far as the counter attacks go, our negate is going to be 4 copies of Hwisun's Coercion. Now this is just a straight up negate the attack, choose 1 of your energy and switch it into the active mode, so you pay 1 and get 1 back. and then attack does not go through. Pretty much every deck these days is using Whis. For good reason. It's a very, very good negate. All right, we also have 2 copies of Mafuba! What kind of deck would we have? What kind of blue deck would we have if we didn't have at least one of our channel name in there? So the counter attack for this one says negate the attack and place this card on the attacking card, which means you can only do this to battle cards. You can't do this to your opponent's leader card, as nice as it would be. At the end of your opponent's next turn, place this card and only this card in the drop area. As long as this card is stacked on top of another card, that card is not treated as a battle card and its skill cannot be activated. So if it's got a permanent skill or an auto that happens, it just doesn't happen. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, this actually goes on your opponent's battle card. For instance, all right, Mafuba. All right, it's done. So it's Mafuba, and it stays there not only just for that turn, but then also it goes through their next turn, and it comes off at the end of that turn. So it's pretty strong. It's kind of annoying when you get Mafuba, especially on a big powerful attacker. It's not a good feeling to get Mafuba, but we have 2 of them in here for that reason. We have 1 Zeno Button. This is a counter attack that gets activated on your negate phase or your counter phase. Switch all of your blue energy to active mode. So if you get yourself tapped out, you can untap and at least you find ways to combo out of a situation that you don't want to be in, or you can activate, counter attacks on the remaining of your opponent's cards. So there's 1 in there. I really wanted to use this for something else, but I guess I just can't see myself getting completely rid of Zeno Button. Everybody who runs Goku has 1 or 2 of these, so I don't know. I'm just gonna keep it in there for now. All right, so next up here for extra cards, we have 4 copies of Senzu Bean. Now, this is a 1-drop. Choose up to 1 of your cards. It gains 5,000 power for the duration of the turn. Then choose up to 2 of your energy and switch them to active mode. So you pay the 1 to play the card and you get 2 back. So essentially you're getting back an energy to play this card, and whatever card you use it on is gonna gain 5,000 power. The smartest thing to do in most situations is to use Senzu Bean on your leader card. So when your opponent's attacking you, activate Senzu Bean, and now it's got 20,000, because during this, of course, your turn, you don't get this extra 5,000. It's only on your turn. So on your opponent's turn, you still have the 15. Now you have 20,000. They've got to find a way to beat that 20,000 for them to be able to inflict any damage on you. So 4 copies of Senzu Bean. For that, we'll put that over here. And now we're gonna look at the cards you're gonna combo with. You're not gonna ever want to attack with them, although there's a funny story for Noel, who actually had to do this. Whatever. He won a game by attacking with this card. It's really funny. But 4 copies of Boost Attack Piccolo. It came down to sudden death. He attacked with a Piccolo for game. It's kind of funny. Anyways, this is a combo, a card you're gonna want to use to combo with. You don't ever want to pay 2 energy to put this thing down, because its auto is much, much better as a combo card. When you combo with this card, if your leader card is blue and your life is 4 or less, draw 1 card and add 10,000 power to this card's combo for the duration of the turn. So it turns it into a free 10,000 combo, and you draw a card if your life is 4 or less. And you get the 10,000 if your life is 4 or less. If you have more than that, then this card doesn't do anything. But when you're down to 4 life, Boost Attack Piccolo, very good, 10,000 power and draw as well. And then finally, the last 3 cards of the deck are Unyielding Spirit Trunks. Again, another card you're gonna wanna combo with more than anything else. During your turn, when you combo with this card, if your leader card is blue, choose up to 1 of your energy and switch it into active mode. This is the card I was talking about that will allow you to get energy back into your active mode after you've already tapped them out. So now, for instance, it's kind of crazy how this can work. Say, for instance, you've tapped out of your energy, and now you go to attack. All right, I'm gonna attack with my Awakened Leader, and I'm gonna untap 2 of my blue energy. Cool, I got 2 of them back. While I'm at it, I'm gonna combo with Unyielding Spirit Trunks, get another one back, and maybe I'll combo with another one, get another one back, and maybe I'll combo with another one and get another one back. Just saying, there's a lot of ways for you to get back your energy after you've already used it. So that's why this deck is very versatile and very effective. It has a good place in the meta. even if, you know, there hasn't been a lot of results with it in big tournaments, at a local level, this deck is still very powerful, and it can still take a larger tournament. I mean, it's just a matter of the player who's playing it and how the deck works for them. So, anyways, that is going to do it for this Goku deck profile. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. You guys can do with it what you will. You want to change some cards, go for it. I mean, we're just providing some ideas for you guys. This is not solid concrete. This deck will win you tournaments. This is just a build that you guys can start with, so to speak. But I like it the way it is. You guys can see us face off on sometime next week. I don't even know when it's going to be. It'll be sometime next week or somewhere around there. We're going to do another match with this one, so you guys can check that out in the future. And let us know what you guys think of this video. Be sure to leave a like, comment down below, subscribe for more content, and we hope to see you guys very soon. And now, I release you.